Hello, Gemini. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're doing well today. This is your message for September 4th through the 11th. On September 4th, we have Mars entering Cancer. On September 8th, we have Mercury entering Virgo. I'll go into this when we start your message. Today I've got quartz, apophyllite, ulexite, danburite, phenacite, and kyanite for your crystals today. Thank you for joining me here today for your message. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And do check your other signs as well after this message. Feel free to enter the giveaway. I announced the winner on Halloween. If you need a personal reading, check the description box down below for more on where you can inquire. Universe of Divine Love and Light, Archangel Michael, we come to you today asking for your blessings and guidance in our financial and professional endeavors. And we ask that you open the doors of opportunity and provide us with the resources we need to achieve success. Help us to make wise decisions with the money and resources you have given us, and to use them to better ourselves and those around us. We ask that you bless us with the abundance and prosperity, so that we may live a comfortable life and have the means to help others in need. We trust in your plan for us, and we know that all things are possible through you. I was thinking about Florida. I was thinking about the Everglades. I was thinking about how beautifully the cards are moving right now. I'm also thinking about the massive amount of wealth and luxury that you could potentially be working towards, creating, manifesting, and so forth. Let's split the deck and see what your message has in store for you today. Nine of Swords in reverse. Nine of Wands. Our first angel number. Three of Cups. All multiples of three, unique. The first two nines are mirroring each other. Interesting. The Fool in reverse. Not taking a risk, not a leap of faith, feeling like a fool, imposter syndrome, faking it till you make it, not taking the risk because it's not a big enough why. Interesting. I'm seeing a few things here in regards to withholding, holding self back. Now, I'm also getting that energy of Mars in Cancer. Before I go into that, let's get the rest of your cards. Ace of Wands. Brilliant. Five of Pentacles. You could be feeling isolated, left out in the cold, away from someone, feeling like someone left you out. They didn't tell you, they didn't reach out to you, they didn't let you know in ahead of time. The Sun. Wow, I'm seeing good things. Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Sun. This is beautiful. This is happy, exciting, and creative. This is a new idea. I feel like you could be collaborating with a new person here, Gemini. You're a little bit worried about potentially what may come of it. Don't expect anything of it. It is just new. It's an encounter. This could be like, oh, okay. So fear not, hold up, stay back. Na 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 na. Hold up, na 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 na. And I'm getting this energy of like someone has made a very good impression on you, and they love to use their magic stick. They like it when you do those magic tricks. They like it when you lick it like a lollipop in the candy shop. King of Wands in reverse, just don't push too far. Death, rebirth in reverse. Okay. This is so interesting. Okay, this is like, you know what? I'm getting a song with this. It's like a rock song. It's like I'm getting it's right, da da right. I don't even know what song it is. It's like right, da da right. This can go 70s very quick. Okay, let's see. I just got 69 vibes. Yo, there's so much sexual energy within this. So this is okay. I'm just getting this like it's very Playmates vibes. Playmates. It's very sexual. Yo, I got like Venus in Gemini this year. Ha, funny. Okay, I should just figure this out. This is gonna be fun, but the thing is, it's I see this King of Wands as like too attractive that it's like they will tap that just out of curiosity to see what it's like. It's kind of like a rock star lifestyle. Let's just like see if there's anything about that in regards to like Urban Dictionary or something. Rock star lifestyle. Oh, that is a song by Ken Carson. I've actually never heard it. Okay. There's so many things that can go with this meaning. It's an actual thing, okay? Living a life full of energy, self-confidence, and resilience goes hand in hand with physical, mental, social, spiritual development. Our definition of a rock star is he or she who turns his or her back to mediocrity and challenges the status quo. Wow, you're a rock star. But I also get this energy of like the King of Wands in reverse and the Five of Pentacles with the Three of Cups tells me like groupie vibes, very groupie vibes. It's like, you know what? These people you can't count on. They're not going to be there for you. This is going to be fun though. It's going to be so exciting. But it's not something you want to actually fully commit to for a long time. That's all I'm getting from this. Okay, so I want to make note of things here. Mm, okay, let's see your overall energy, Gemini. What is the energy surrounding you for September 4th to the 11th? Raccoon. Ooh, I'm just immediately getting this energy of like, you don't really want anybody to know who you are. Really? You don't want anybody to go. It's just like, I want them to see the surface. I want them to see what I want them to see. Like, I don't want them to see nothing else. I don't need them to know any of my trauma. I don't need them to, you know, feel any of my fears. Just show them Aphrodite. In essence, it feels like that. Just like show them that allure. And so it feels very feminine in essence for some of you, but not always does that King of Wands in reverse mean something amazing and positive. This is someone potentially very like dominant, too dominant almost, overruling, maybe even entitled. So we'd have to be mindful that this is like an energy of like you could be around this person or this person might be you. And it's like this energy of like the woundedness within ourselves based off being left out in the cold, or you're like, oh, really? So you're saying in order for me to get love in life, I need to be a complete jerk and asshole? Huh. Well, I was trying to hold out for the right one, but if I'm gonna get any option, I need to give myself some options. And I guess in order to attract that, I gotta be with it, it's like almost counterintuitive for this. Let's take a look here. Got some mirroring happen. So the King of Wands creates what he can envision. It is connected to his imagination, and in other words, the limits of his power are within the limits of his creative vision. The King of Wands knows what he sees through his inner eyes will be reflected through his outer eyes. What have you created? Your outer world is the mirror to your imagination. You have either created from it, or you have created in fear of it. Only you will be able to see which of these things is being reflected from the physical world. So I do feel like there's you feeling, but I also feel like there is fear from it as well, because there's this Five of Pentacles of abandonment, feeling left out, like you were almost banished from the group in essence, even though this is someone that these people are someone that you enjoy to be around. I just feel like in order for you to clear your mind, you have to limit and restrict yourself from these people so you can do this new task. Like it's like you can't be friends with the same people if you're a porn star. Like those people just they're not going to see you the same way. You have to be friends with people who are like porn stars. You know what I mean? Like I know that's a weird thing to say on here. It could be like, you can't be friends with people who don't snowboard. Like skiers aren't friends with snowboarders. Like yes, they are, but like generally, you're not going to go up to skiers and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And it's like it's not the same. So, what is the energy of the past for my lovely Geminis? Angel of Balance, creating balance. You're trying to restrict and limit your influence to create the motivation and leaps forward in the direction you need to go in. Yes, you were detaching. Energy of the current moment for Libra. Thank you. September 4th to 11th. Strategy. You're being very, very strategic, trying to do things right, trying to potentially be mysterious and keep things under wrap in essence. Did I say Libra? This is for Gemini. Energy for Gemini, September 4th to the 11th. Thank you. Rest of rejuvenation, taking some time out and not speaking on everything. This would be like, you know what? As much as we love the energy of going through counseling and all this and that, and an exciting exploration of the self, by not focusing on it for a little while and doing something completely different actually brings growth as well. It's like going to the gym. You can't work out every single day. Work out every single day. You're going to get muscle fatigue. You're going to get muscle burnout. You won't find any growth. You'll see a lot less growth. You'll see a lot more um, resistance to want to do any of that. So when you take rest days, it's actually recovery and growth. Very, very important, your rest days and the days that we don't work as well. And or breaks away, times away, right? So then what is the outcome of this message for Gemini, September 4th to the 11th? We've got Five of Cups. Okay, so there is feeling of grief and sadness. How are we going to overcome this and how are we going to mitigate it? We're going to seek out friendships and those that would support us and love us. We're going to follow our passions and ideas and things that we want to create and manifest and experience. But we're also going to focus on the happiness of things and embracing a new way of doing things and life, living a life. Now, you could be restricting yourself from a particular individual or connection. It's because you see a red flag within this particular individual. I see multiple red flags here for you in this connection. You're being very strategic by being here at this particular time. It could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, maybe a Scorpio, maybe an Aquarius. Okay. However it is, you could potentially be pulling back. And with this pulling back energy, that will be the energy of that um, Mars in Cancer. Now, with this Mars in Cancer, we're going to be able to take action through our emotions, and you're going to be feeling quite a bit. The feeling left out, you get an idea. Um, you go through an experience with this particular individual, you go through a new beginning and you start to see happiness again, but you absolutely appreciate what the darkness, in essence, the shadow has done during this time as well. Okay. So this is where while Mars is here in Cancer, we want to test the waters before we jump, and we tend to be more risk adverse than usual. For this reason, for some of us, it tends to be more challenging to begin new endeavors, to go after our desires, and to take action with confidence during this time. Nevertheless, Cancer is a cardinal sign and naturally contains the impulse to begin something new. However, the impulse that leads us to take action is an emotional one, and emotions motivate our actions while Mars is in Cancer, which is something we can harness to our advantage, but also something to be mindful of because of the very nature of the emotions. Okay? So, with that being said, Mercury's second ingress in Virgo for this year. This transit is reminding us that, as the saying goes, the devil is in the details and inspires us to strive for a more efficient and precise management of our daily routines and tasks. Mercury in Virgo supports our ability to solve problems, recognize dysfunctions, and improve functionality in all areas of our lives. And the messenger, Mercury, is at home in Virgo, the sign associated with the harvest season and the process of separating the wheat from the chaff. Virgo's connection to harvest symbolizes the sign's association with discernment and critical thinking, and emphasizes the importance of developing and strengthening our ability to analyze, organize, and prioritize appropriately. Mercury in Virgo reminds us of the need to be selective about the thoughts we entertain, the information we consume, the conversations we participate in, what we listen to, and what we learn. The messenger's journey through Virgo is an invitation to get really good at discerning what is true and what isn't, what is valuable and what isn't, and what is useful and what isn't, what serves us and what doesn't. This sign's association with harvesting is also a reminder of Virgo's inherent connection to the earth and the body and the rhythms of nature. So, as you go through this time feeling the ups and downs, allow yourself to manifest and purge as necessary as you go through it, okay? What's your advice? Advice for Gemini, September 4th through the 11th. Thank you. All that glitters. And that is telling me that there is a facade in front of us, telling us that not everything that glitters is good. This pile of gold is covered with a mask, and it could be hiding something underneath that is actually maybe a pile of crap. We're not sure until you find out, right? So it's one of those things that you're not going to know until you know. So sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a little bit. We add some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. But whatever it is, there is sparks flying for you here. There is something that is brightening your day. It feels so Disney. Anyways, it's a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something often rotten underneath. So just be very, very mindful that passions fade, and it's about the desire to want to be the best at what you're doing that matters the most. Never quitting, never giving up, and wanting to be true to that. Not serving the self, but serving society, and that ultimately fulfills you. There's a difference. Right. It's like fulfilling an order by serving the others around you, and then in turn receiving because they just naturally want to give you everything. Anyways, love it. Anyways, sending you all my love. Check your other signs. If you need a personal reading, email me, emberandfury88@gmail.com. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'll see you when I see you next.